Hi there, welcome to day 2360 of What You Up To Now. Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here, documenting my journey as I originally transitioned from the brick and mortar corporate world of businesses. I was in both simultaneously, corporate America, working for some amazing companies and really cool industries, as well as starting, running, operating, supersizing, selling my own businesses on the side. Learned it from my dad. Thank you, Einer, for teaching me that I could do more than just one thing and show up in the world in different areas in different ways that worked for me. And it was a different path than most people would ever follow, but it was one that worked for me. And I think that we need to learn that. We need to do what's right for us and figure that out. Nobody else can do that for us. So today we're talking about, in the Let's Grow Annual Challenge, the continuation of working on financial growth. We're doing one thing every day to grow this year. And this month we're focusing on financial growth. And our topic today is emergency funds. Do you have one? Should you have one? Why would you even want one? What do you use it for? And what happens if you don't have one? I can attest to that because I've had one for most of my life, but there have been times when I've dipped into that. And that would be one of my greatest lessons learned is don't dip into it. It's like your 401k plan and your investment plans. You don't dip into them unless you have looked at every possible way to be resourceful. And that's your last resort. That's the biggest lesson I learned there. So we talked about emergency funds, and we shared Patty's story in Guide 2 of the Let's Grow Annual Challenge private Facebook group, which is where there's a write-up for each day of the challenge, and then we've got an action item as well as someone's story. And this year, what I've been doing for the first month I shared different people's stories each step of the process, and I thought it was really clunky. So starting in March, we went through the process, and we just shared one person's working through the process, each step of the process. And I think that felt better for me, and it made it easier for me to follow. So I figured it helped other people and made it easier for them to follow as well. So we'll continue to do that through each of the different 9 categories that we're focusing on. It's part of a life framework that I've used for decades. And then in 2021, I added 2 core skills to that life framework that I use and I teach other people to use because it's been so powerful for me. For Supersize Your Business today, we're talking about virtual reality and how it can be used for visualization, for us, for our internal teams, for clients, for potential customers, and giving them immersive experiences without actually having to buy our products or experience our services. If you're a coach, if you can't creatively figure out a way to use virtual reality as a coach, you should chat with me or with someone else, because there's so many applications for all new technology and innovation, which can give you a huge competitive advantage. Because even though every human being has the ability to visualize, we don't think that we do. We don't think that we're good at it, right? We don't think we can do it and that we can improve that skill. But it's like any other skill. Once we decide we want to get better at it, we absolutely will spend some time and energy on it, and we'll get better at it before we know it. We're actually an expert and very, very good at it. I've noticed that as my physical vision has diminished, my ability to visualize and imagine has become significantly better, like exponentially better. So talking about that. I don't know about the rest of you, but the assassination attempt on President Trump has had a profound effect on me and my family in terms of like participating and watching the media and the news. We never watch the news, but it's really interesting to watch the different coverages. And as the story unfolds, it's not quite as compelling and as sucked in as 9/11 was for people, but it is right up there with that. So like everybody else, thoughts and prayers for Trump, his family, the other victims of that heinous, ridiculous, unnecessary event. And hopefully we'll get more details as it unfolds. I don't like to talk about news stuff in my broadcasts very often, but sometimes something happens that is so profound, I can't keep my mouth shut about it. So have an awesome day. Pray for your families and take care of your families. That's all I can say now and always. That's something that's very, very important to me. Obviously, it's one of my core values. All right. Have an awesome day. I'll, of course, be with you tomorrow.